Okay, students, we're taking a look now at the second page of our Algebra 1 test review. On question number 5, or on problem number 5, 5, 6, and 7 deal with domain and range. So, as we look at domain again, we're looking at where this crosses the x-axis at the left and where it crosses the x-axis on the right. And so for our domain, we see that we have a -3 and we have a +3. Again, the domain is x. We know that the x is greater than -3, but it's less than +3. So now we have to determine whether or not there's a line that goes under the less than sign. And we notice that the circles, or the dots, are filled in. So if they're filled in, then that means that it includes the number. And so there is an equal sign. Let me write that so that it's clear. There is an equal sign, or the solid bar underneath the less than sign. That means that it's also equal to. So now looking at the range. On the range, it's where it crosses the y at the bottom, its lowest point, and where it crosses the y at the top, its highest point, from least to greatest. So on the bottom, we have -4, and at the top, we have +5. The ranges are y. We know that y is greater than -4, y is less than 5, and so we have enclosed dots, solid dots, and so the bar goes under the less than signs to indicate that it also includes that number. Looking at number 6 and the domain, the domain reaches from -4 to -1, and we know that -4 is less than the x, so x is greater than -4, but x is less than -1 as far as the domain is concerned. Notice that at -4 the circle is open, so no solid bar. But at -1 the bar is enclosed, and so the line goes underneath to indicate that that is also equal to. Now let's take a look at the range. On the range, we have the bottom to the top. The range extends from negative 3 to positive 1. Range is our y, and we put in our less than symbols. Notice though that at its lowest point on the y, the circle is enclosed, and so that's the one on the y that gets the equal sign. At the top it's open, so that one does not get the bar or the equal sign. Now, working with number 7, from left to right, we've got a negative 8, and a positive 6. That's our x. Both circles are open, and so we just simply put in the less than signs. So our x is greater than negative 8, but our x is less than 6. Now let's take a look at our range. The bottom of our range is positive 3. The top is positive 8. Again, the circles are open, so on the range, y is greater than 3, but y is less than 8. Let's look now at number 8. It says to find the range of each function for the given domain. If you notice your domain, that indicates the x values. So with the f of x, that would be like the f of 3, the f of 0, and the f of negative 3. Simply put, it means that you take those values and put them one at a time into the variable x and in your equation, and find out what your y value would be, or your range. So to begin with, we have 4 times 3 plus 3. That's 12 plus 3, which equals to 15. So on our range, our first number is 15. Then we have 4 times 0 plus 3. So that's 0 plus 3, which equals 3. So our next number for our range is 3. The final domain value for number 8 is negative 3, so we have 4 times a negative 3 plus 3. 4 times a negative 3 gives us negative 12 plus 3 equals negative 9. So with the given function, the f of x equals 4x plus 3, if the domain is 3, 0, and negative 3, our range would be 15, 3, and negative 9.